Happy Thursday, everybody. We're here at the Mini-Hereford Junior Nationals here in Lubbock, Texas. And today we have Mr. Chism. He's our judge today, the first one. So we're going to let him talk about his experience today with the mini show and his evaluation of the cattle, and also give us a little bit of experience and history of himself.
Well, I got to say today's been thoroughly enjoyable, just from a standpoint of the enthusiasm that these young exhibitors brought to the ring whenever they brought their animals in for evaluation. Super set of cattle, really a nice set of females that are going to do some breed changing, I would say, in the future, just from the standpoint of their growth and their overall muscle and just their easy fleshing, easy doing abilities that you could see in these cattle today. Got into the prospect calf show and the steer show. Some calves that had a tremendous amount of muscle in them, a lot of harvestable product, and just all around good set of cattle, good set of kids. Excellent day at the Mini-Hereford Junior Nationals.
It's always a fun time when the summer comes and we get to do this, and it's a fun week with the kids and all the activities and all the educational stuff we do. And then we get down to Thursday, Friday. Thursday, Friday is the real day of actually getting to show what they come for. The breed's evolving. We're getting better. The quality's getting better. The quality's getting deeper. Is this your, how many times have you been around the Mini so far?
Well, I have a unique experience from the standpoint of being the superintendent of the beef show at the North American in Louisville. So I see the Minis every year there, and they have a tremendous event there also, and so I get to witness the evolving of this breed, and it's, you know, it's changing a bunch. I think, you know, the plus side to it is the enthusiasm of the breeders. I mean, you know, they really are really speak highly of what they're trying to accomplish, and you got some good peoples in leadership that you know are going to move things forward and have something for you guys that started out in the miniature Herefords to really look back on and as historically say, hey, you know, we was part of that. We made that happen. So I congratulate you guys on that.
We appreciate that. We're really truly striving to grow the breed, grow the association, improve, and every year we want to try to what we can do better, what can we do better, and what can we do better with the kids, and what we can do better with the kids and growing them and growing the cattle and using the cattle to grow them. And I think the miniature Herefords is a very unique breed that really hasn't been exposed and really hasn't been even touched. There's so much potential out there that we haven't even got to that point.
Well, and you've got, you know, with the size cattle that the miniature Herefords are, you've got a unique market available to you now from the standpoint of your harvestable product and some of your fat calves, your steers and stuff like that. You know, you can offer a different size fillet, a different size ribeye that the niche market for a lot of, especially in some of the big cities in the U.S., are after that petite ribeye and so on.
Yes.
And that's right down your guys', that's the language that you're talking. But I still got to say, just the enthusiasm of the kids here today. I mean, it was overwhelming, and I wanted to be sure and point out that, you know, memories are made on days like today. So it was really unique to get to work with them.
Yeah, the kids, that's the fun part about this whole thing.
Absolutely.
Well, we're really glad you can make the trip out here from Kentucky and come West Texas and see how things are like out here and get to pick some minis today.
I enjoyed it thoroughly. I enjoyed the trip out. Actually, I have done a whole lot of work in Texas with my son and I have, but today was in a little bit different area. First trip to Lubbock.
We're actually a very unique town, and a very unique hub city here is what it's known for, and we've got some other smaller communities around us that really identify and enlarge Lubbock itself. And we have Texas Tech University, which is really huge, very known. We have the hospitals and our ag industry, our cotton and the other row crops, corn and hay, and then also we're here at the edge of oil and gas. I mean, we're really a unique place where we're at, and our ag industry here is really deep, and then we got a lot of good kids across the board that really involved, not just minis, other species, but we have a pretty good little following here with the minis also in West Texas.
And also, I mean, I'm a big believer. I really love the history of the ranches in this part of the world and so on. And you know, it's really good to get to come and you know, drive through some of the ranches, see some of the ranches. Not only the ranches where they produce ranch horses and so on, but I mean the cattle ranches. I mean, it's a unique climate and it's a unique setting. So I really have enjoyed the trip, and I appreciate the Mini-Hereford Association asking me to come and be a part of it.
Well, we're glad to have you this week, and hopefully we get to see you again soon in the future.
I'd invite you to come to Louisville.
Oh, we probably might end up there before too long.
All righty.
It's on the destination list for one of our future shows. So.
Louisville is building a new facility. It's a totally new livestock facility there, so it'll be a few years, but it's going to be extremely nice once it we get on board and use it.
Sounds good. Well, hopefully we'll end up in Kentucky here before too long.
All right, thank you again for having me.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Chism.
Thank you.
Well, that's it with our judge today, and he did a great job, and we had a good show and a smooth day, and we're going to run in some educational activities afternoon with Charles Rolla and a bunch of fun with the kids. So roll into tomorrow for our last day. So thanks for watching, and catch you next time.